Breaking news, Google is dead. The question is, who gets the inheritance? Who's the new king of search? The results are in, and it's a landslide. A time for change has finally come. Stay tuned for more on this brand new unexploited market coming up next.
Hey guys, this is Jason Phillips. I'm Dean's partner and co-founder of Yahoo Cash for Idiots. I'd like to welcome you and say thanks for taking the time to look at our short but very important presentation. So why Yahoo? I mean, where did the Yahoo idea come from, and why specifically now? After all, Yahoo's been, in the market, in the search engine market, a lot longer than Google, right? But most importantly, how did we stumble across our cash-raking Yahoo discovery? Well, like many people out there, both Dean and myself did pretty good with Google pay-per-click and affiliate marketing. Google had its golden period, no doubt about it. But, like many of you who have been in this game for a long time, we started to feel the consequences of total market saturation, extreme competition, very expensive traffic. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think it was towards the end of last year we actually started to feel these hits by Google in our pockets. It was making a noticeable impact. It wasn't that we weren't making any profit at all, but the prohibitive cost, it ate up most of our margins. The risk was simply too high. To sum it up, campaigns that before were leaving us with 100% profit, more than, maybe even more than that, but 12 months ago, they either started losing money or breaking even, or in the best case scenario, they gave us 10 to 20% profit. It was too risky. As time went by, we noticed how little by little Google was making our lives harder and harder as affiliates with their increasingly restrictive policies. We couldn't see how much we were bidding for traffic, as Google doesn't allow you to see more than a very vague range of bids. And yeah, that's always, it's always been that way. But with such expensive traffic and very tight margins, it's no good. It's impossible to know exactly what you're bidding on. Next is what we call the giants effect. What that means is that 90% of online advertising agencies use Google to promote their clients' products. Why? Not because they think Google's better, but because their clients were totally sold that Google was better, just like you and I were sold. The outcome, you're competing against giant advertising marketing agencies who have the power to spend millions and millions of dollars elevating pay-per-click costs and literally sweeping you aside. Listen, there's no way around it. As things stand today, and as they've been standing for the last 12 months, Google will not let us win.
I've been in the Google AdWords affiliate marketing game for quite some time now. 2 years ago, I educated myself, started my first campaign, and have been quite successful. As somebody that knows Google inside and out, I can honestly say the landscape has changed. The market is not what it was 2 years ago, or even 6 months ago.
I can honestly say that I've tried over 11 products, most of them Google-based. Unfortunately, each time I bought a Google product, I discovered that it was the same old recycled information. No meat, no substance. Bottom line, I could never make a profit.
To make a long story short, making money via Google AdWords always appealed to me. Tried several products, several strategies, none worked. A lot of empty promises.
Well, the first time I really felt how bad things are going with Google was with two of my best campaigns. They actually were my best money makers. Those were in the personals and dating niche. And sadly, I had to stop those campaigns due to very low performance and the intense competition that there is in Google nowadays.
Sounds all too familiar, doesn't it? Well, you're not alone. All this frustrated us a long time ago. In fact, it was the motivating factor behind finding a new solution. We always knew there had to be a much better alternative. Our thought was, if everyone's fighting like mad dogs against each other on Google, making life impossible there, why keep fighting? At the end of the day, there are huge and reliable players on the net other than Google. Players no one's noticing because everyone's caught up in the Google game. So Google's out. Now, the logical thing was to go after its biggest and closest contender. The one that's, on the one hand, big enough to drive huge traffic, and on the other hand, not exploited in every sense of the word. You guessed it, Yahoo! To make a very long research story short, although we knew there was a lot of money to be made on Yahoo, it was clear that the old Google techniques, the methods that we used to use, weren't going to be applicable. And we were right. We actually tested over 30 campaigns in various niches, and the results were not that good. They were better than what we were getting on Google, but they weren't what we were looking for. Now, we could smell success. We knew that we were headed in the right direction. It was just a matter of fine-tuning things, finding those unique secrets that are going to make the difference between an average and an excellent performing campaign. It worked the same way when we started Google, so we were ready for it anyway. And we know, we all know the rule. In order to achieve extraordinary results, you have to think outside the box. There's no way around it. Anyway, after intense research for over 6 months, countless test campaigns, we finally developed a unique system that actually doubles every single dollar. And we found the secret also of adapting our old unprofitable Google campaigns and making them highly successful Yahoo campaigns. Take a look. These are the results of our system implemented on niches that are literally dead on Google. We actually doubled every investment in every single campaign. So, what are the elements that allowed our unique system to succeed? Why were we so successful? Let's go ahead and take a look. Every day, you have millions and millions of prospects search on Yahoo for new products. Our system manages to reach those prospects cheaply, quickly, and with minimal effort and no competition. Yahoo users are more receptive to commercial websites. That by itself is a cash pulling machine if you know how to exploit it. We've actually found that Yahoo users are bigger spenders than Google users. The reason is very simple. They're less exposed to the hype and intense advertising that they see on Google. Yahoo actually has some very specific hidden niches which we actually stumbled upon by mistake, but have proven to be very good and true gems. Yahoo makes it a whole lot easier to manage every single cent that you're investing into your campaigns. Remember earlier I talked about how Google doesn't expose the real cost per click. They give you a range. Well, that's not the case with Yahoo. It's totally transparent. You can define and see the actual cost per click before the campaign goes live. And you're safe because it's not going to be changed like it is with Google. And I almost forgot. This is really important. As opposed to Google, Yahoo's quality algorithm is like 10 times less strict. That can make a huge difference when promoting products as an affiliate. Okay, now listen, I could go on talking about this for hours. It's actually very exciting to me. I had a lot of hands-on research involved in here. But no matter what you do, I highly suggest that you explore Yahoo. as a great income stream. Don't follow the herd. Be unique in what you do, and I promise it will pay off. We're launching our Yahoo Cash for Idiots site in just a few days. We've been working very hard on it for the past year or so. We're excited because we managed to bring something new that has great value, so that there's a lot of people out there that need clear and simple direction, and that's what we're offering.